50,000 megawatt. And once this was there, we invited a lot of investors from world over. They agreed with this, that there is tremendous potential here. During the same time, based on similar work which is going on, Ministry of Science and Technology agreed to sponsor a project which was given to Pakistan Meteorological Department to install 40 wind masts. On my request, they installed 50% on the coastline and 50% 100 kilometers inside. So that is what you will see on the map. And once the data was extracted from that, what I found out was that at 50 meters, Hyderabad, Garo and KT Bandar had similar wind conditions, and that authenticated the initial claim that this area has a 50,000 megawatt of potential. And it was very aggressively used to attract 97 investors. They all went there on ground and agreed, and they started working on this project. 20 of those investors are still working, who were given the land. And meanwhile, USAID through National Renewable Energy Lab conducted a study where they authenticated that Pakistan's wind corridor has not 50,000, it has 110,000 megawatts of power potential. And India, which is right behind it, already was using this energy. And after this, we installed 40 micro wind turbines on the coastal belt of DHA, that is Defence Housing Authority, and Karachi. This is again sponsored by Ministry of Science, partially sponsored by Ministry of Science and Technology. At that time, I was the chairman of National Commission for Alternative Energy. It was also partially funded by Alternative Energy, Advanced Engineering Research Organization of WA, Volta Battery, Solar Products in Government of Pakistan, Ocean Services, Solar Systems Lab, and Wind Barrel. Subsequently, these wind turbines were picked up and moved back, and Beach Avenue was lit with solar energy and wind energy combination. Followed by this, I got a PC1 approved where we had 140 micro wind turbines installed in different villages in Sindh, in general area Thatta, and here we see a picture of scores of micro wind turbines at Ghorabari, Thatta, Sindh. They are still operational. We also installed almost 20 micro wind turbines in Kund Malir and Balochistan, and that was a beautiful sight to see them operational. Because of that individual effort, where we had given wind LOIs to 97 investors and land to around 35,000 acres to 20 different investors. What we found out was that Zorlu subsequently installed 6 wind turbines, and now Fauji Fertilizer is finalizing its 50 megawatt wind farm, and if they work according to schedule, by June they'll have 50 megawatt connected to the grid. They'll continue this for another 2 to 3 months, and then they'll start actually formal inauguration of connection to the grid. Thereafter, the future projects which I am working on at this time is to actually finalize the potentials of tidal and marine power in Pakistan. The theoretical studies which I have conducted indicate that there is 15,000 megawatt of marine energy potential on the coastal belt of Karachi and Sindh and Balochistan, especially in the coastal belt of the creeks of Indus. We have decent potential of 8,000 megawatts. We plan to install a small tidal power plant on Garo Creek at Garo Bridge, where my PhD student is working at this time. And these are 2 slides which show the tide, which is from 4 to 5 meters. And if you put a small dam there and barrage, we will be in a position to claim 5 to 10 megawatts, whatever comes up. Our studies are slightly higher. And these are few photographs of the marine energy power potential. What we propose to the government of Sindh is, and our board of governors has agreed to establish Hamdard University Marine Energy Research Center at Gharo. I'm proposing the same thing to government of Sindh. Hopefully this will materialize and we'll start off work on this. I'm also working on very unique thing in Pakistan. The university is supposed to visualize future problems and give solutions. In fact, I'll go back in time. In 1999, I had given a presentation to the Planning Commission at that time and informed them about the present energy crisis and showed them the graphs and proved them that by 2010 we'll have a tremendous energy crisis unless we do something about it. And one can see now, if you don't hear to the experts, this is what can happen. Today we are facing that problem. Similarly, I have given this Karachi water solution model of Hamdard University. If we see Pakistan's population is going to swell twice in the next 7 years' time. The population, we in Karachi, we are right at the tail end. If you are at the tail end, then water which is coming to us is going to be scarce. The global warming is reducing our glacier. The rains are predominant over as compared to the snowfall, which would continue to feed the water to the dams and other downwards. And what is anticipated is that this water is going to be the same, whatever is coming in the water in the Indus. With reduced snowfall, with anticipated stoppage of water by the Indians on Indus and Jhelum, with anticipated possibility of Afghanis developing dam on the Indus, which is coming from Afghanistan, we would be having even more problems. And with swelling of the population, this problem is going to actually end up on Karachi and Hyderabad. So this Karachi water solution model is designed to ensure that in the next 25 years time, a shortage of 526 million gallons per day, which is anticipated by Karachi Water and Sewerage Board, may actually be addressed if we go and understand how we do reverse osmosis. Actually, reverse osmosis is done by seawater. It's being done world over. The major cost of reverse osmosis is the energy. And in energy, what we feel is that if we use the wind energy which is coming in, we go over a hill and let the water be pumped during windy period on top of a hill, and then we can use the gravity pressure of that hill. And fortunately, there's a hill right at the end of the Hawke's Bay, where it's a flat hill which is 18 kilometers long, and the contours are 100 meters at all places, and there are peaks at 200 meters. So if we put our wind turbines right on the peak, on the wind side, let the wind pump the water, the sea water right on top, meeting the entire 526 million gallons per day, and then that sea water flows down, and because of the gravity pressure, we use the gravity to supplement the energy and do the pressure which is required by reverse osmosis, and we can feed the entire 425 million gallons per day for Karachi, as you can see in the slides here. And for that, we've requested Government of Pakistan and Government of Sindh to help establish Hamdard University Karachi Water Solution Model Center at Hawke's Bay. Wind and marine energy and seawater together have potential to provide all water needed for Karachi by using the Hamdard University Water Solution Model. Along with that, our energy problem is not only electricity,